I think hard groups overall, I think it's pretty balanced.
Letter Cook's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to see them. But for now, let's lock in for our opening game of the season. I can hear gunfire, which means we're underway. K&A has drawn first blood onto Hanker. Bit of a fight in towards Banana to get things going.
Oh, we kept the banger HUD from last season. Let's go. Giuliano, smoke dropped in towards short. Flashbang was affecting her temporarily, but it doesn't matter. She still finds 2 kills. Astra now has to try and jump over this baby gate in towards the apartments, and she can't even move a muscle. Kills coming back in immediately. VQ thrown into a 1v5. Look at that pistol start from Nemesis.
Yes, it's too late to take back my bold prediction. I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm not that fair weather. I'm not that fair weather. Yeah, Viku's trying to do some damage here, but a lot of players going to swing. Then we got some tiny answers to our questions. Giuliano starting in pit, so I wonder if she's going to be anchoring that bomb site. If so, great start to it with a triple.
Yes, it's one of those where these flashbangs, the reason why this apps play doesn't work is because it's so rushed. And it's because Nemesis are putting pressure down Banana. So the flashbangs are a little bit skew whiff. You've got then Giuliano putting the smoke down in towards short. And she's just able to completely isolate and tunnel vision her approach on towards the apartments. Great stuff from Nemesis. The EQUIPA didn't get the bomb down, so they're just going to eco.
Might be a bit of a slow one here. Or not. A lot of noise in towards the apartments. Thought maybe they were just going to pop on that, but I'm just baiting out some util. And now they are going to pop out of it. Astra gets one little flying Glock kill. That's nice. But Ramsden cleans house with a quad, which is even nicer.
It's interesting to me. I just paused for thought there because I was trying to figure it out. But I think Giuliano is obviously playing over towards apartments. So she's done that in the second round. So is she anchoring in this team? That'll be quite interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing on in the pistol. It seems to be the case.
We'll see. Yeah, she's straight in towards apartments again. Reliability and experience of the team. Yeah, I like it. Ooh, I like the nades. And then the Wally just flushes Rachel forward. Hank is able to get the trade, and they are just straight up Banana. Rotates her so far away, and although the bombs are a little bit far, it should be fine. It should be a Nemesis round. No, a bigger keeper round. Oh, dear.
Now, definitely with Kios getting the alert kill, that should more or less lock it in. That Kios is already getting ready to go hunt. Nice and easy in Banana. Just a little jump up and nade out a player. Scale off it quickly. Good util. Etc. Starting fun round with a bit of pace. And now the hunt continues. VQ catches out Julie and it's on to Ramsden to try and hold on to her gun. Which is actually pretty necessary. They want full rifles into the next. She's got plenty of cash to drop on.
Terrorists win.
Good decision.
I mean, one player goes wanting.
Yeah, it's a good decision actually for Big not to hunt that right at the very end there, because sure, you keep Ramsden on a rifle and you know the Force Spy is going to come in, but at the same time, your money's the priority. Keeping 5 alive on a round like this is fantastic, and we get the classic Banana control that we're so used to seeing out of Astra and Hanker. Nades placed incredibly precisely. Then you got the Molly just to throw them forward into the fight. Rachel wants to fight, but definitely not on that timing. A good response, all things considered.
Great utility back the other way. 70 damage done almost instantly out the gate with 2 players. Rachel might be in a bit of trouble here. Astra will flush her forward, and then VQ trades out K&A again. Just blasting up Banana. 2 go down instantly. I think Nemesis is commitment to fighting forward here. It feels like Big have got really good utility to counter where they want to approach this banana control.
Yeah, and look, those kills were so deadly that we got scared, and now we're just hiding in the corner, just waiting for the round to be over. And that's what Nemesis are doing as well. They're bundling up. They're just trying to save on to what little weaponry they have. EQUIPA this time, because you had the luxury of 5 players staying alive in the previous, you can then go for these hunts. So she's got rid of both Giuliano and Cowardé. Ramsin, last player standing, immortal is Ramsin. But I feel like that journey might be a little bit short-lived. He needs to just cower away, tucking towards Boiler. Just hope and pray that EQUIPA doesn't find her. You're right, no damage.
I guess they just walked around and just headshot 2 players instantly. I'm really glad to see her in this team. Very exciting player. Pretty simple stuff in the banana, so we get to see it play out. There's EQUIPA on that hunt. Fast shot.
Sharp.
Yes. It feels we're trying to kind of, I guess, work out the roles as things change up. EQUIPA often playing that more lurky extremity-based play, so that makes sense here. Hanker and Astra doing a lot of work in banana together.
Yeah, if I had to guess, it'd be what, Hanker, Astra entry in. Probably Astra going first, and then Hanker going just behind, and then EQUIPA won't be packing. It will be Viku just and Emsan on T side, and that allows EQUIPA, as you say, the space to lurk out. It will also give a lot of flexibility when Viku could be on the AWP. Not really going to happen too much on that T side. Pause being taken immediately by Kana. Obviously, coach for Zarance for a long-standing period, gets kept over and brought forward into the Nemesis banner. It's nice that there is that little bit of consistency there for Nemesis in that period of flux where it felt a little bit topsy-turvy. Cowardé will get rid of Astra. But this shouldn't be anything further. And it's not really. Ramsin will get involved for one. The bomb has been dropped, but it still should be okay. Emsan should be able to scoop it, but is taking damage. On the way, she's fine. She scooped it up. The A-bomb site's open, and you've already got EQUIPA on the lurk in their spawn. Everything is fine.
Yeah, that's just a little overeating. It's like, you know, you're up against USP, so you're just like swinging them, knowing that you've got the better weapons, but it's still pretty sharp shots, and a few headshots with the USP, definitely deadly. Some rifles would be nice to pick up. They really, I guess there is a kid on Ramsin, so actually it's not so crazy, but Hanker, her headshot accuracy, pretty good. Into that swing out, and she'll even remove Julie, so nothing to be saved, but that's fine. That was just USPs into that round anyway. Ramsin will prioritize the AWP, so we get to see that out uncontested, as mentioned. No, contested. Viku is dropped one.
Okay, no, that indicates to me, look, you've done the early conditioning here for Bigger Keeper, up Banana. And yes, there will be faux pas with me and Lucy saying Na'Vi and Big. And I just want to put a PSA that I'm sorry if you're listening, Big. Because look, these girls used to play together
Did
all
I
the
do
time
that?
on Na'Vi. No, but I'm just giving it a preemptive that we might.
I'm definitely going to say Zarance.
I wasn't even thinking about that one. Giuliano in the window. Oh, get shimmied on by Emsan. Really important kill in towards the apps. And this is what I'm saying. You've got all the early conditioning being set on top Banana. You immediately go into a faster play in towards the apartment. That's going to get the rotations going. And you don't have to commit into this Bigger Keeper. You can always reset back in towards B. You can get VQ on that deep angle. Not only over towards Car, but also onto this one that KD is occupying in by CT.
Yeah, they're going to re-clear that space now, but the CT is proactive as well. They push in towards short. It's walking slowly, going for contact. situation in Banana. Oh, this is a real deep push. This is going to be spotted. No. Okay, yeah, VQ was holding for it. You know, it had to be someone on that line, but 2 players in apps. It kind of looked like no one was.
You can go A now because you don't know about the apartments players. It's a really cool round out of Bigger Keeper. Really slow staging. You wait for the mistake to happen. We'll come back as to why this push comes forward and towards top brackets in a moment. But you got Rachel still on site. 25 seconds. Time now starts to become a little bit of a burden, but she's completely alone. But maybe she doesn't need any help. Rachel dancing around the box. Finally gets removed by Hanker. Bomb down. 2v2. Rotate to here.
Yeah, good util for the T's, though. They can re-smoke this. That's going to land now. Ramson's line blocked off. K-Day, it's going to be on her to try and find this space in from the short side, but VQ's gotten very aggressive. She wants to have a very forward angle on this. K-Day, though, will spot her, but not fast enough. And Ramson, again, it's a sad situation. She once more has to just try and save. Big have done a great job of avoiding her and her AWP. Rachel, great try to bring that one back. Good damage from Ramson to get rid of the AWP, but I don't think it'll matter too much. Still plenty of money here. Keeper continuing a run of rounds. Every round since they got their guns out has been theirs.
Yeah, really, really cool from Bigger Keeper. And the reason why I was saying, look, it's cool to discuss this timing in top brackets and going for it a little bit early is because if you just think back to the G2 Vitality game, that deciding round before it went into overtime and G2 won it, it's because G2 took a more proactive line in towards top brackets, started pushing, started going for that flank, and no one accounted for it. That's how they won on SMGs, on pistols. Here, it's all by design. You get the early control in towards apps, you then start putting the utility down in towards top banana, and you elicit that response because it's so fresh in everyone's minds, and VQ's then just holding in from bottom ramp. Easy kill. The players in towards apps are completely undetected. You gain all that space by the element of surprise. Sure, it gets a little bit close, but it's VQ with the bailout, not once, but twice. Now it's twice the scoreline for Bigger Keeper here on the T side against Nemesis.
And this one's just a saved AWP with some pistols. Going to hit onto A. Looks like it's going to be pretty decisive. The AWP not in position here. Now Rap's good against the pistols. Better angles. The lurks come in for success. Rachel's just going to tuck in. Try and go unnoticed. And she had a chance there on the jumping Astra. 1 HP. That's what she stays with. And she'll get taken down. But that's the only casualty for the T side. They are more than happy.
I love the way they're playing this. So I really, really love the way that Bigger Keeper are playing this right now. And it's got to give a lot of credit over to Astra as the in-game leader, but also the structure of this, I think, is heavily being influenced by MSN. A really cool storyline on his career. Didn't play in too many teams over his tenure as a pro player for, I think it was about 5 years or so. Last competitive game on HLTV in 2023. But he played under the Prodigy's banner for a little bit. Gizmy was in that team from UK. And they played some incredibly structured Counter-Strike. And structure is definitely improved over the seasons for ESL Impact, but this has been really well drilled on Inferno, a map that was already incredibly good. That smoke is a little bit wonky, but it also still provides a lot of cover. Cowday can't really see without breaking. Ramsey going for an advanced search, and while she finds one, it's yet again VQ to trade.
Yeah, a little 1-for-1. Astra caught on her little rotate. There to save face. Rachel solo over at B right now, drops the smoke. They just look to converge on this position. There's no rotate right now. You've got 3 players over on A, but currently not looking for any information. So just gambling, really. Rachel will drop her counter util, but this won't be respected, you imagine. Little gap on the smoke. I think the molly actually kind of disrupted it, which has allowed that space, but can't capitalize on it anyway. So bomb allowed through. Will be planted. CTs start to arrive. There's maybe a chance for a retake here in the 4-on-4, and you feel like they need the round.
Yeah, look, there's only a couple of flashbangs here. That's your danger, and there's not really any true space here for Big EQUIPA, which is why Viku's now gone back into Banana. Speaking of the util, it gets thrown out. M-Sam playing anti-flash, but not even needed. Kiosa and VQ chime in with kills, and Kiosa just wants even more. She is savaging all of this defense. And for Big EQUIPA, they are just barreling over them round after round. And as you say, ever since the guns have come in, they've not stopped.
Yeah, they just have so many really good aimers. Like, the time to kill on this team is ridiculous. And VQ's timing on that clear towards Banana also perfect. Comes back to watch the CT smoke as the contact comes through from Coffin. So it's instantly 2 kills going the T's ways. Oh, it's a classic. Everyone loves the nades down mid and then the charge forward. T's holding for this with ease. So I know the team's called Big EQUIPA back in.
Yeah.
Coming from EQUIPA, which was the Spanish-Portuguese team from season 1 of ESL Impact that got picked up by Big. But, you know, it's kind of like, is it Theseus? How do you spell his name? Theseus's ship. You know, when is it still Big EQUIPA?
Well, always. It's just the identity
ship.
of the team,
you know,
right?
It's,
like,
it's
I know.
when you know the ship.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Look,
Well,
I understand what you're saying. I don't know it. I understand what you're saying, though. Because obviously Zana left, and that was the last Portuguese player on Big EQUIPA. But I like the fact it's still called Big EQUIPA.
Just call them Big
Still gives
Team.
the team. No, it's just the identity of it still. Uh-oh. Don't block each other in towards the apartment. So I like this. Look, we are still getting variety here out of Nemesis. Whilst things aren't going according to plan, we're still trying things. Double apartments push doesn't really work. At least Ramsey's out. At least Giuliano's out. They waste an incendiary. Cool. Doesn't matter because, look, you've got the info and he didn't take any damage.
And Big just don't give them the fight, but Ramson stays on the lines. They're still getting that information. And now a faster wrap it looked like to start with. Causing a whole lot of a ruckus. Oh, Hemsan deletes Ramsin. And now you know the AWP's down. You can look for the space elsewhere. And Astro knows Julie's going to walk this. She knows her former teammate. Exactly the sort of play Julie's going to make. Smoke's a little awkward for her to hold that angle, but the wide swing, and it's the AWP that gets one through Hanker, I think. I'm not sure. Did look like it went through her teammate. Now suddenly it's Kayday and Rachel alone, and Kayday wasn't noted, so she will get one. She'll be undone by Astra. And it's Big just running over Team Nemesis right now.
The biggest compliment I can give to Big EQUIPA right now as well, apart from all the other pros are obviously dumping on them, is the timing of when they're going for these executes. Because on Inferno, you can really easily get undone by the amount of delay utility that the CTs can put down. You can also think a little bit about when you want to go because the timing potentially can be wasted. The rotates can come over. Every single time Big EQUIPA have gone into a bomb site in this half, it has been on exactly the perfect timing.
Okay, a bit more success in Banana, at least a 1-for-1. A third player brought over to ensure this. Kiosa sees this timing to get ahead of the smoke, and Sam actually takes that first contact. So Kiosa's just going to scale. Identifies that there's some space here. And Giuliano, yeah, she can get the punish. She won't be noted. Gets her 1 kill. Now VQ's holding for this swing. This is a dangerous position for the AWP. I think especially with the bomb, she acknowledges danger of her position. Still kind of sticking around is Giuliano. They're holding for it.
Oh.
What?
Nice.
How did
Now
she
you got
find
Rachel
that?
on Banana. She can get Kiosa too. Off angle. Little jiggle. Still fine. Giuliano's being so annoying, but that's potentially the overstep. Rachel has allowed VQ this pathway in towards the B bomb site. Not that she knows it yet. Giuliano drops a nade to cross. In fact, they're both going to gamble over towards this B bomb site. 1v1s are currently being presented. Giuliano doesn't know whether to stick or twist, and Ramsin is only on a little bit of HP. Can swing, will swing, and the no-scope will not connect. So thanks to Giuliano, Nemesis are able to get a third.
Yeah, brilliant run from Giuliano. That kill onto Hanka was ridiculous. It looked like she just hit 2 running instant headshots on that little peak. I don't know, it was crazy. We'll get to see that back in a second, I think. Yeah, just precision accuracy with the MP9. And then in the end there, Ramsin, despite low HP, the AWP in hand, not the weapon, need to hit that no-scope instantly for a chance. So a little bit of Giuliano magic to get Team Nemesis back into the action. T-sided map, of course. This is still a very dominant half from Big EQUIPA and could still be more dominant.
Right, time to be critical because we've been glazing Big EQUIPA too much. The reason why that round went wrong is because there was miscomms. Because obviously Kiosa's up long and she drops a smoke in towards library. And VQ was also leaving the scene of Giuliano's crime in top brackets, and she'd made her way safely out over towards top brackets. If she had just gone knife out with Hanka and they walked all the way back, Kiosa doesn't ever smoke library. That round's completely different. Boost up, and a success story. Everyone is so blind. Asher will burn out Rachel, and then Hanka will completely nade herself and her teammates. Banana control established temporarily by Big, but Nemesis want it back.
K-Day's in a good position to get some frags. They're going to push through. She's ready for them. And the Hanka's still incredibly low, so well fought from K-Day. She can pick up that extra smoke. Oh, no, it just got blown away. Unlucky. Should have picked it up quicker. Oh, no, she's found it still. It's fine. But now you can just rotate players over. Ramsin's here with the AWP. Big start to fall back after showing a bit of this presence. Considering setting up Kiosa, thinking better of it. Four on 4, but Kate is completely alone and she has to use... Okay, she's found a second smoke to drop. She'll need it. Because they are about to commit onto her bomb site. She's the only one here.
They got to disrespect this smoke. They got to just go. You can't wait for this smoke, otherwise you're going to be in danger. But EQUIPA, they are going to do exactly that. Now Cowday will need to get this multi. First kill is hers onto M-Stan, brought down to about half HP. Now the pressure still being applied. Kiosa will hit that trade instantaneously. Players are low, but it is a true 3 versus 3.
EQ, you really got to swap this off one of your players with the rifles. Look at the HP. At least there's no utility to flash out either of these low HP players, but it means VQ needs to do a lot of the work here. That's running on that scope off. Oh, and then the flash through is perfect. So now you've got 19 HP between these two players, and it's just Hanka remaining. Oh my god, Hanka! Can she really do this? Against the AWP, a defuse in the smoke, the nade goes forward. Hanka will reveal, and will find it with the taps. An outrageous 1v3 to close out the half.
Still see things in my listen what I'm saying. Your eyes wander like you're playing some game that I'm not a part of. Saying you love me, but that was just a daydream. Hearts on full and hearts on wine. You were standing right in front of me. A museum of our lost time, where you had me on display, yeah. All the while, I wonder why never saw you in the daytime. You feel through glass, I almost tried. Now you keep me in your archives. 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 Now you keep me in your archives.
Well, Hanka the Horrible. At least that's how Nemesis are going to view her, because that was a sickening 1v3. They had hope, and it's the hope that kills you. They got the pistol, they got the conversion, and then big EQUIPA ran away with 9 rounds on that T side.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy way for the half to end. And they get the second pistol. Team Nemesis, that is. Got the first one. It's looked like they're off to a good start. And a fast play in towards A could be a good way to get things started, but VQ gets the first kill. Kiosa with a fast headshot. Oh, and the follow through. It's on to Rachel. She's hounded down in the back of sight. With so many players running out here, it was only a matter of time. VQ with 3 to close.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And look at the way that round happened. It was so simple for Bigger Keeper, because you've got pressure being applied as soon as the contact's taken out long by Nemesis. You've got Viku then just pushing top mid, being really annoying, cutting off this rotation, and suddenly it's just completely one-dimensional. You then got that split in, and Viku and Kiosa just completely destroy. Rachel tries her very best, but Viku has gone all the way around the world. It's the apps that betrays Nemesis not once but twice in these Inferno pistols. We got an eco. M-Stan drops the incendiary. No barbecue happening for the T side. Instead, they're going to look to regroup through second mid and boiler.
Gonna have a little looky-loo. Fading out that bit of util. With 4 players of the CT side over here on A. They're in the perfect position to deal with this. MP9s can get some money. Keep up.
Oh.
Getting bored. Astra wants to show that her MP9 also pretty laser sharp. Headshot. Couple little headshots. This will be 11 for Big EQUIPA. Their map pick, of course, been very solid on it. Feeling like the Inferno from Na'Vi last year that you alluded to. Definitely still in full effect with this squad.
I'll tell you what, I don't know what it is, but a side tangent is whenever I go, obviously Astra streams quite a lot. In fact, all of the ESL Impact players, the vast majority of them do stream on the regular, so go and support them, number 1. Number 2, I don't know what it is, but whenever I think I've checked into Astra's stream probably like in the last 8 times, she's always on Inferno. Like, always.
Just loves it. The only person who does. But they make Inferno fun to watch, at least. Hit getting some revenge of Banana. Let's keep pushing. Astra decide to take the fight to her, and that one's not quite the laser-sharp MP9 from the round before. So with 2 quick kills from K&A, that should be gun round going the way of Nemesis. CT's just looking to hold on to what they've got. For Team Nemesis, they have a long road ahead, so can't commit too many resources to hunting.
No, I mean, look, we saw Big EQUIPA not really hunt in that position where they had 5 alive, because suddenly that fan master's just become an AK, and Kiosa is deadly with it. But a step in the right direction. Don't call it a comeback, because we're nowhere near just yet. It's good to see K&A getting a couple of kills. Entering over towards B, that's all it takes, keeping it simple as well. Good timing, just to scale up Banana. Big EQUIPA trusted the utility, but Nemesis had already beaten it.
That's how this Banana fight goes this time. Change of util leaves the T's a little worse for wear. Anchor and Astro don't want to be too forward in their approach. It's going to mean they're playing a little in the dark on this CT side. Very passive positions right now. Go down. A lot of pressure now on this A-bomb site. Perfect time to hit it because only 2 defenders. DQ's rotated back over, but locked out by the smoke. Kiosa and MSAN, though, trying their best to hold on to this, and VQ comes out for 1. Kiosa misses her mark. Rachel's managed to find 2 kills, putting it into the 2-on-2. Bomb still to go down. Low HP on Ramsin.
Bomb has been
Planted, and with a re-smoke going down, it's still not the easiest retake.
It isn't, but they're here quick. Rachel does fantastic to get these opening kills. Can't swing short directly because then you're giving up the advantage. She will give it a little look, and that's the mistake. Asher will capitalize upon it. You mentioned low HP. Now for Ramsin with 21 of it. Tucks in behind the box. Looks to get a favorable anvil. Looks to get a favorable fight, but can't do it. It's the bane of the old team once again. It's the old IGL on new pastures, finding that 12th and map point for Big EQUIPA.
Yeah, well done from MSAN as well, getting at least 2 kills in that position. I felt like Kiosa was the one that was actually set up, but it's MSAN with the MP9 of all weapons, actually. It's a lot of the work. Rachel just feels a bit too much pressure on her shoulders to keep fighting forward. I like the idea from Ramsin to kind of crouch behind that box and utilize some of the off angles, the headshot position if she needs to bounce up, but the wide swing out on the approach to site just makes it all too easy. 8 map points. Who goes for a chance, doesn't get the opportunity. K&A wants to try and take one in Banana. Flashbang, not coming. Just jumping up and down. Again, Hanker and Astra, they're okay with conceding this control.
Yeah, especially after the amount of damage you've done with the HEs, you've got enough block utility, at least for the moment. Well, as I say that, smokes get replenished and recycled instantaneously. That will scare Nemesis off. They're going to look to reset. Maybe going back in towards top brackets, but second guessing it, K&A recalls the troops over, and this is the perfect call. Going into B right now. But you got to contend with a boost.
EQ rotates. Boost up. Astra gets hers from the top and then repositioning on the angle. She just keeps bouncing up and down and going left and right. It's so hard to deal with, especially with the AWP eventually gets that kill, and surely the flush out comes in, but no. Hanker and VQ find the final frags, and Big EQUIPA storm across their map pick of Inferno.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And I tell you what, it looked good for Nemesis for about 30 seconds. And then Big EQUIPA completely took over. Was really impressed with the structure that we
lost against Spray and Slay, but a crazy move to completely change the veto coming into this season. So I hope they've been cooking, because they're going against some very tough customers on this map.
correct me if I'm wrong as well, but I don't think K-Day was really playing Nuke with FlyQuest Red all that
think
much
so.
either. So yeah, it feels a little bit spicy, but let's see what some of the ex-chefs from Let Her Cook have been crafting as well. Rachel, one of those. Astra, also one of
Played
those.
it 3
Kiosk
times
jiggling.
across an entire year with
Okay,
FlyQuest.
okay. Well, doesn't feel great. Kiosk dualies. That feels pretty great. Only 1 kill, and there is Rachel chiming in for the immediate. They swarm B. Astra swings open the windows and is able to take away Julie and shuts the door very politely on her way out.
Yeah, a nice little kill onto a difficult to hit player jumping across. So player advantage. Bombs allowed to go down. They don't have a kit. They got a lot of util instead. Smoke could be disruptive. And a crawl forward from Hanker finds Ramson. That one's easy. K-Day takes back some space, allowing them a bit more freedom in this post plant. Smoke hasn't gone down on this bomb. Instead, they're just fighting forward. And yeah, maybe that's the answer when you've got the shots like that.
All
They
right,
don't take any damage.
No, sure, why not? And I love the way she approaches that. It got a little bit scary when she swings open decon early, but she takes 1 kill, falls back, waits for the support of her teammates, and they can just go around the corner. Together as a unit, together as one. Good teamwork immediately from the outset here from Big. That's what I'm talking about. You get the kill, you wait for your rotates, then you all go in together. K-Day is able to get rid of EQ, but at that point the damage is already done. 1-0 starting Nuke as they left Inferno.
It's an investment in at least. The 3 Galils looking to cause some damage outside. Hanker is in this position still. It's exactly where you want her to be. She also on ramp. Okay, yeah, this is interesting to see. Well, that would be a great M-Sand position. Hanker's caught. That one's easy to life. K-Day takes a headshot, but she'll stay standing. Actually, it might have just been 3 body shots. Same result regardless. Now outside, a bit of an issue.
Now we look to Big Keeper, see if they're going to have a response. They're going to start pushing in towards lobby, and so it's VQ. Having a little jiggle out towards heaven. Doesn't see anything. Goes around the corner just in case players are scaled up towards heaven. Misses that timing. K-Day thinks about forcing the issue. VQ comes back, and K-Day will now reveal that she's here. VQ more than happy to take this fight after getting over 100 ADR on Inferno. Thinks better of it. Time ticking, and all this space that was initially created has gone to waste.
There is still plenty of room down on B, though, so it's fine. And they've also walked ramp before this contact from K-Day outside. It's given up this space, so Big Keeper going to be in a tricky position to retake this. That bomb's going to go down. There's nothing that can be done to disrupt it. Can't even go down the vent. Giuliano will go down, though. Bomb's still not planted.
Yeah.
Taking a crazy amount of time to go down. Will eventually, with seconds to spare. That's now 4 on 3. And a chance now. Rachel fighting on forward. Nate goes behind her and hits Julie straight in the face. Good swing from Rachel. BQ goes down. Rachel still the point woman in this, but she can't get any more. And it's onto Ramsin. Just got that kill into M-Sands. They know of her location. No kit. Time ticking heavily. Ramsin has managed to reposition cheekily Astra's stickiness, and it's so easy. So Ramsin, they did not anticipate that reposition. No kit, no time. Gets a little dicey, but the round will go their way.
And I think Kiosa will go down with the ship as well. No, lives on 4. But what a fantastic response. It really is worrying how long that took to first figure out that you wanted to go down B in the first instance. Secondly, putting the bomb down once you've managed to get down in towards B. Obviously a little bit apprehensive for the fact that there's no contact, but as soon as Giuliano sees and communicates that there's 2 players pushing ramp, you just go. And you should be planting there immediately. It's, I think a bit fortunate for Nemesis that no one from Bigger Keeper rotates down the vent, but they can't because they don't have the direct info because they had no one down B in the first instance. I think they get away with one there.
All right. My favorite spot to go, where Hanker is. Oh, and that's why Deadly weapon with the 5-7. That's the Patton and Julie wide swing. That trade back. Still got Kiosa back garage, though, and if they don't cross, which they won't, our side's completely under control of the CTs.
Push lobby. There you go. Yeah, good reaction here. Because as you say, right, there's no info.
Big kill. But they still need to get the bomb here. Ash just hit a second headshot as well. So the crunch has gone extremely well. Well, Astra kind of left out to drive. Maybe M-San can help her out. Just a smoke. They're going to disengage. That's kind of surprising. Giving a lot of space here for the T's.
I don't hate it because it gives Astra a way out. Also, Astra can remain here. Nemesis now have to second guess themselves because you're going to get immediate rotations. Kiosa's already gone down secret. You got that rotate down vent as well. And Astra, in theory, can go in towards lobby, get info, and also hold in case they go and wrap it over towards heaven. Time ticking. Time still a factor. Kiosa will now hear that they're rotating down. Smoke on the doorway, though, is going to be a little bit troubling. Astra will now join her down the vents, but they plant for where the smoke is. Ramsey will at least scoop that one up. Hands busy means that Giuliano has got a lot to contend with by herself. Spray on the Galil. It's good for at least one. And whilst the dink comes on M-San, she gets both kills.
Just slides around with the 5-7. I can't believe she gets the second frag. So the full spike goes back and forth. Kiosa, yeah, that's a little bit of a silly one there. I think that plant position, thinking the smoke's going to protect, but Kiosa is like a, I don't know, I was going to say hawk. I don't know, something big ears, an elephant. Here's echolocates a bat, perhaps. Regardless, gets the kill.
The elephant
Astra.
echolocation.
No, yeah, that's what elephants do, right? That's what Dumbo does. Oh, good shots from M-San.
If you think about it, Dumbo's just a big bat, so that's fine. It works. We got there in the end with the analogy. Rush ramp, straight into Viku, straight into the util, and Viku is not even really needed. Kiosa gets a hat trick. Giuliano, last player standing. Looks at the top right, sees all the kill feed light up, and then her name joins. The same fate as her teammates. A flawless round from Big EQUIPA. They are back in control.
I guess that's why Kios is at ramp. If I'm Nemesis, I'm like, why are there two players ramp? Like, come on. And every time you call the fast ramp play, there's two players that start here. I can never get that call right.
Ivic Cowardly.
Unlucky.
That was the force, by the way. That felt like an eco. This is the eco in round 5. No util whatsoever. You feel a little bit helpless. There's, in theory, no way that this round should be going wrong, and it won't. Hanker cleans up 2, is somehow alive for a little bit longer than anticipated, but Astra, of course, steps in. She wants all the kills. 4-1, as quick as you like. Got an update for you as well on the other game. It was 9-3 to NIP against 888 Aura. Then it went 9 rounds each. And then NIP were able to close 13-9. But a little bit scary there, NIP. A little bit nervy, your first game of the season.
Yeah. Mirage is always going to be a tricky one against teams like 888 Aura. NIP able to get it across the line. Selfie stream game. Community stream game. Little leg shot. Oh, Viku! I don't think she meant to do that. Got hit her head, and that got her stuck. But at least she got the trade, but I murdered him. Trading yourself. Oh.
Spotted. Hanker won't actually get the best of them. Nades go both ways, and they don't get any kills apiece. But at least the information is exchanged. Kiosa thinks twice about committing down in towards that B bomb site. Astra still remains. Hanker goes for the wide swing. Gets rid of the high HP player in Cowarday, and Astra pushes door in the same moment. Yuli will find M-San. It gets tricky in the 2v2. The only information you don't know is about Kiosa that then just arrives in from the rafters. Bomb scooped up. Bomb recovered from Yuli. And now she's got to run for the hills. And because you know that Kiosa was over towards rafters, ramp is open for business.
Yeah, this is very doable, but they've both rotated down. So Julie in a tricky position, and I think done for. Yeah, they're immediately here, not even giving her a chance to get that bomb planted. A little bit spooky after that 1v1 for 1. Hanka's swinging back out through credit. Because Riku just gets stuck on the main lip. I can't believe she swings from credit and gets the high HP player.
Yeah, I can't believe she has a high HP player, but the swing is the correct thing to do. If it was accommodated by a flashbang, it'd be even better, right? But she's trapped in a position. She needs to find further info. It's annoying, actually, looking at this game, because I understand what Nemesis are trying to do. I actually think some of the calls have been correct. The timing of when they're going, that's the wider issue here. It feels like not everyone is on the same page. You're going to get that with some teething issues. It's going to be this A-pop. Rams is lining up the util. She's got double flashbangs to help accommodate this. Astra's going to drop the counter utility. Let's see if Big can hold on.
Well, he goes down. Astra has to smoke herself, and we'll give her space to work with. Anchor and M-San dealing with the doors. Closing them, metaphorically, with bullets.
Oh, you're going to get knifed. Don't get knifed.
Yeah, okay. Hanka's just ready. No, M-San's denied the knife. K-Day was definitely going to try and slip down the vent.
There's still time.
She's going to get a knife kill. Surely this is the play. I don't know. They can't really get out there, though, is the problem. She got bored. Sort of stuck to your guns. M-San looking solid. We didn't get to see a lot out of her on Inferno. Just wasn't really necessary in her role, but as the A-site anchor, definitely putting up the numbers. And it's nice to see, you know, as much as like to praise Kyosa, it's good to have M-San playing an anchor position where she can have a lot of action early. She's a very solid player.
It's nice, look, we highlighted Hanka and VQ in map 1. It's nice to see that Kyosa and M-San are now stepping up. Obviously, everyone's having a good game for Bigger Keeper, but notably those two players. It's a joint effort. It's a whole team unit, and that used to be what Na'Vi Javelins used to implement. It used to be the old Polish squad that used to do that as well. The sum of their parts. It's not just individuals having big pop-off games. VQ at least gets the info outside, and Hanka, look at this. So confident. So determined to try and get this kill on Ramzin, and she has got no help whatsoever. Hanka goes back round red. Ramzin isn't looking. This timing is absolutely horrendous.
Oh my god, she's gonna be.
They're gonna have no idea.
Oh, this is golden. However, there is actually now no longer the window because vent was open. So, yeah, Hanka, K-Day goes back to clear it, but it's fine. She's still standing. They're going to try and charge her down, and that nade somehow gets the kill. I don't know how it did enough damage.
It was misthrown and it bounced back off the wall. It was a rebound, 3 points for Hanka.
Oh, yeah.
And Asher just keeps going, slam dunk onto Julie. Ramsey will at least get one back, but it's a lurk with the AWP, and you've lost all your teammates in the meanwhile. I was worried about Nuke, and now I've got good reason to be. 7-1 for Bigger Keeper here on their CT.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it as a pick to kind of start leading into, to consider picking up. Because, you know, maps like Nuke, like Train, like Overpass, I think, especially during the online stage, can be really powerful pocket picks against some of the newer teams. But sure, this 5 is new together, but these players are Nuke specialists. So a risky map pick for Nemesis.
Run out of ideas now as well on the T side. We had a couple of good ideas in the early stages, and now it feels like the game plan's gone completely out the window because none of it's worked, and now we're just hoping for individuals to try and find kills. Double ramp swing. VQ holds a timing shot. Giuliano's made it out in towards the vent. This is a good lurk. She can catch off Astra. Meanwhile, the ramp pressure's being applied.
It's the freebie for Giuliano, and K-Day's found hers onto Kyosa. Giuliano's doubled down. Will be removed after that, but M-San, oh, here's that player outside, or at least it's calmed over. A chance for VQ in the clutch. You can't lose a 1v4, surely not. Surely not, you're giving her opportunities. and you can't give VQ opportunities. She's aware of the possibility. Julie pauses. VQ, patient as ever, PT50 in hand. The timing looks to be against her, so the clutch denied. But you could see the way she was putting that together.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, even though she doesn't win that round, look at the amount of damage it's done to the economy. Ramsden can afford an AWP, sure, but Giuliano's going to be on the Galil. Rachel's on a Mac 10. It's a bailout. Giuliano does so much work here, and yet VQ's somehow able to transform that into a near-perfect clutch. So EQUIPA able just to reset this, and the money's gone yet again for Nemesis. It's still dangerous territory. We're still entering like 9-3, 10-2 territory here. And look at VQ. Now pushing forward over towards Hut. Rachel's moved off the angle. That gives space for the AWP, and Cowarday has taken so much damage crossing outside. And there goes VQ.
So kill she was waiting for. Kiosat spotted out at ramp, has to fall off, and they know the AWP's not going to be the rotate. So good response from Team Nemesis to get this space at ramp. Question is, what do you do with it? You feel like you want to link up on B where you know Kayday has gotten down. Kayday looking for this kill, but Kiosat HP advantage, easy enough for her. I feel like maybe you needed a faster acceleration down ramp with such low HP on Kayday. She could not be the one to take the first initiative there, but 2 quick kills. Ramson finding M's out on the rotate, but you never clear double. And that's where Hanka finds her success. Holding for this swing too. It falls to Ramson to try and work this out. Bomb picked up, swaps to the AK. Tap on it, hoping to bait this out. It's Rachel that goes first. Ramson just spams to get the trade. That's tricky. Both these CTs are grouped up together. Does Ramson have a way out if she goes up the vent here? They've already seen, they've already looked. Astra's already making the moves to head her off at the pass, but Ramson, fast shot. And now she's the one in the position to clutch. Bomb to go down, VQ. Another 1v1 opportunity, fast up this vent. She zooms up, and Ramson disengages. Sound cues both ways. Smoke goes forward. Ramson thought about swinging ahead of it. Is she gonna walk this? VQ crawling forward. Standing on each other in this smoke. Where's that bomb planted? She's in the open. Surely easy enough for Ramson to find her, and she will. So Ramson coming through with a big clutch of her own.
Absolutely unbelievable clutch from Ramson. I love the way she plays that. She had to do something, right? She had to do anything to make it a Nemesis round. She finds the way out. She wall bangs the player in towards double doors for that trade. Hanka getting tricky with it because you've just killed Kiosa over towards the double door steps. So you're never expecting a second one there, are you? Brilliant work from Ramsey. Her decision just to go in towards the smoke. Hiding in plain sight. VQ goes for the stick. It's not going to work. She's not directly in that smoke. Who needs an AWP? You got Ramsey on the AK. Relentless in that round, and that gives a little bit of hope potentially for Nemesis. As the money's starting to wear thin now, they can get 5 out of this.
Yeah, 5 would be a great position to be in after, you know, the way this map started, getting reset early, using the pistol. Some very close rounds coming through, but VQ denied on both clutches. Bomb not quite where she hoped it was when that smoke went down. I think if it had been a smoke on the bomb itself, that would have been really hard to spam out, to be honest. Getting some extra money, RB Keeper, to make sure they've got that investment into the next should things go wrong here. Already down the vents. The AWP starts outside. No smoke, so at least it's the default cross. So VQ has a good line and, well, had a chance there.
You know the AWP's outside now, so that means that the other rifle is either going to be down in towards the B bomb site or on A. You've got to make a decision whether you want to go for this A play. Here's the thing, you got to go for something. And also, if outside is occupied by the sniper, that means that one player is probably over towards ramp. Cowday tries to take space. VQ's actually rotated over, just drop a bit of utility just to hold them back. And Hank has now walked up the vent. That timing yet again for Nemesis gone.
Oh, but Giuliano spots Hanka coming up, trying to throw that smoke. So that's a nice freebie. Kiosa, you can't walk through this. You can't walk through this. Yeah, you can't walk through that. 2 kills is gifted.
I'm worried. This might send them back in towards A, which means you're going back in towards the lobby push. You still got this outside lurker of Rachel, but Big EQUIPA in a position where you're not actually going to be affected by that play. And Astra gets rid of Giuliano. Julie, you can't go around that corner with the bomb. 20 seconds left. Needs to find the outlet. And we'll get it, but you're never ready for MSAN. Big EQUIPA set the trap. And Nemesis are walking into it. VQ needed to hit that shot. MSAN left all alone. Cowarday the bailout. But it's that push directly or indirectly from Kiosa that sends Nemesis scrambling nearly into their own path.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation that they found themselves in. Just walking through, 2 players ready for that. Great setup from Big EQUIPA here. Astra not able to get 2, but bomb completely caught off VQ. That was the chance. Just misses her opportunity. If she gets that kill, there was a player still walking on her in heaven. So the trade would have come not too long after, and it still would have been very tricky to put back together for Big. But, very scary situation. Kiosa has walked through the smoke successfully this time.
She doesn't dare go around the corner this time, though. Yeah, it's one of those where the sweet irony of it all is that VQ missed the initial shot on Cowarday outside. And then it was her to miss the shot on Cowarday again at Heaven. He just removed her. That wouldn't have happened. Flashbang. Well, there was an attempt. Giuliano will get MSAN. Feels like Giuliano is doing absolutely everything to keep Nemesis in this alongside Ramsey. It's the new blood, and it is working. They're out on A.
Hanka, though, not cleared. In towards Mage, just playing around that smoke, and she spots out Ramsey and a little tap through it to reveal her. And so that will be that 8-4 half in the end, bailed out by the smoke.
Press play. You know I feel the same way. Something crawling under the surface. Snap your fingers, we'll go there. We can find your inner furnace. Keep racing to the mantra. Don't stop, get what you're after. No rush, I'm finding answer. Let it all out. Stay moving as the beat goes. Feel free and let the rain go. No need to know tomorrow. Running to the light. Running to the light.
Some individual heroics for Nemesis earn them at least a little bit of a safety cushion on their T side of Nuke, but 8-4 doesn't feel like the best, especially with the form that Big EQUIPA are in. Two sets of dualies, more pistols, more problems, hopefully, for Big EQUIPA.
Yeah, he's from the CT side now for Team Nemesis, and Astra reveals a little too much, some leg, but be able to get away. Ramsin trying to fight out, and the dualies only get the one. Scaling quickly is Kiosa. Hanka's found hers as well. Bomb to be planted just about. Some attempted spam back, and Hanka's got the information on Lobby, which they've lost the control of. A tricky retake to find themselves in, and especially with Kiosa walking through the smoke and getting one. It's all now onto Rachel. The bread is in hands, but 3 frags to find, and can't get past Kiosa, who comes through with a bang, a triple. She's sitting on 15 frags right now.
She's so good at pistols. It's actually quite scary because, look, ex-Na'Vi Javelin were always very good at pistol rounds, so to have Kiosa in the mix, and remember, Kiosa was so good in pistol rounds to Eco Warriors as well. Astra normally quite notorious, so it's nice to see that Kiosa is also just angling for that responsibility. Another full eco at a Nemesis. I love the stack. It's very fun, but I'm worried it's not going to pay off.
Yeah, it's an unusual place to stack, which I think makes it exciting. But for Big EQUIPA, they've gone for a great round when you're up against the Eco, which is scale outside. They've thrown the smoke towards Hell. Just walk around. BQ's got the prime position to just farm up. Gets a little trigger happy, jumping down to her demise, but taking down 3 secures the round, and Big EQUIPA will find themselves on double digits momentarily.
Can Rachel get any? It'd be nice. Unfortunately not. Hanka is there, and I don't think we're going to see too much for T-side out of Big EQUIPA, but I do want to give attention to the way Hanka is going to play outside. I'm assuming she's going to be outside, so I'm just going to go with it because she just creates so much space. The fact that you then got Kiosa that can maybe even follow up, maybe take use of that outside space, going towards garage, start these heaven flanks, or maybe just take the timings and walk ramp. It's a very scary prospect in the future. I'm excited to see what they've got cooking. We might not see all of it in this match. This one's just fast. Emsan has just about made it, not quite down the vent, but she's alive. There we go.
A bit louder than she hoped.
Maybe it's all by design. Look at these rotates.
Yeah, oh, okay. Well, that's unlucky for Hanka. Just spammed out. Okay, a day. And, oh, that was fast. Just quick on the trigger as K-Day walks by. Surprised that she wasn't quite looking for that angle. Rounds in, dodges the flash, and goes 1 for 1. There's still Rachel down here, and I think they have no idea. They're expecting...
No, they have no clue.
They're expecting that to have been the B player, and Rachel almost gets 2 for free. BQ in a sticky situation. That bomb stuck in towards Shadow. Rachel looking for the space, a little span to try and distract, but doesn't get the job done. Rachel, baited to perfection.
Yeah, baited by Cowarday trying to rotate down to help her and die in. Actually works out really well. And then Ramsin stepping in at ramp. Really good proactive rotations there from Nemesis. It's a little bit unfortunate for Big EQUIPA who feel like they've done everything right. We're getting Emsan down the vent, getting that trade in towards ramp, but you're never expecting Rachel. Completely unaccounted for. I mean, Emsan never saw her when she went down the vent. Emsan didn't see her when she took that peek in towards control windows. How on earth would you have known that she was there? Good response. First gun round, first success story for Nemesis. Maybe they picked this map because the CT side is cooking.
Okay, they
And as soon as I
will
say
be...
that, Cowarday dies. Yeah.
Yeah, not in the kitchen right now. BQ's rocking the Glock. So she's hoping to get a gun off one of her teammates. I don't think that kill will allow a retrievable weapon. Ramsden's fully aware of Hanker's decision. Should be a good position to go for at least one. She'll get a little nervous at some point. She is completely exposed if any players walk by, and Kiosa gets her second. Just a bit of patience in the lobby. She get any more from this position? Oh, yes, she can. 3. Oh, but Ramsden does find that multi as mentioned. And now you know where Giuliano was. She just got that trade back in lobby. Group up and approach this as a unit. VQ's still just rocking a Glock. This is the big issue now. She can't get that gun. Maybe she can find one in lobby. Okay, she's found herself an M4. I think Giuliano's got the sound cue. So again, VQ in a 1v1, but this is not favored. Surely, Giuliano swings open this door and ends her immediately.
Brilliant round out of Giuliano. Just the presence of mind, the awareness of knowing, look, I got this coming towards lobby. That means I know exactly where I am. Where are these players going to come from? You got the outside player to deal with. Just isolate a fight. But a nice idea here for Big EQUIPA. They just fall back into a really passive default. They wait for the mistakes to be made. And let's be honest, the mistakes were made. And then Giuliano just does this. Exceptional stuff. Makes no mistake as soon as she swings open. Puts a graffiti down. I'm not sure what it said. That resets the money out of Big EQUIPA. Kiosa lucky to dodge the flames, doesn't give away the audio. It feels like a fast play into A.
Give it a shot with the util. Giuliano trying to get into the corner so she's safe from it. Burning out is Julie, who gets spammed as well. Giuliano's managed to thread through, flashbang into the roof. As just removed K a day, and the fast pace could work out, but Giuliano in the back lines finally activates that push through the door to find 2. Still difficult to get these players in, but Hanka so focused forward on heaven. Giuliano has undone them all by herself. She need to defuse the bomb, but it's planted for heaven, so it should be easily done. There's no way for Astra to get through here. Oh, there was really a small chance. Giuliano, again, the savior of the round.
Yeah, really well done from Giuliano. That's back-to-back now, just monumental impact coming out from her. Love the way that she's been approaching these rounds because she's almost just taken that responsibility, said that she needs to be the player that takes on a lot of the burden of responsibility, and she does, whether she's forced the hand into with the clutch or in this round where she recognizes that they're going to be coming quite quickly. There's a real opportunity here for her to trade places with the T side and strike for a multi. They were completely bamboozled. Again, it's still her and Ramsden really single-handedly dragging Nemesis, whether they like it or not, through this map. Now 10-7. That was just Tech 9s though, and it's still packed a punch. This time Cowardé will fall early. Another opening kill for Big.
Was that 4 1v1s that have gone the way of Team Nemesis?
1vx's.
Well, some of them were attempts from big players to clutch. He almost pulls off the 1v4. Yeah, clutches have all gone the way of Team Nemesis into this. Ramsden prowling forward. That is an easy frag for her. Sticking around, this could be dangerous. She's such a wide angle. Yeah, she's going to get swung on. Rachel cannot help with the MP9.
Oh, but Julie can.
There's the response.
Steps in. Yeah, immediately through Heart. Puts the player advantage back in contention. Hanka, that's so risky. And Emsan can't follow suit. Hanka will at least get the bomb. Information directly known here for Nemesis. Hanka will at least punch the digits in, get a little bit more money for her team, and won't be able to get by that MP9 at range from Rachel. And you can also delay time on this defuse to go and upgrade all the weaponry. What a response, what a swing out of Julie, and it felt like a little bit of a rush of blood to the head from Ramsden after she gets the opening kill, but she did have teammates in support, and they did come in and swing.
That was with the first kill going the way of Big EQUIPA as well. That was a 5-on-4. So, yeah, Team Nemesis bailed out. This first kill comes through. It's a repos back into lobby. Ramsden gets this nice equalizer, but then punished immediately. But this swing, the lineup, perfect timing. All right, all right. Within 2 now, and again, Beekeeper put onto the back foot.
Oh, go on then. The big croc. Waiting in hut. And it feasts. So much money now being made. Astra will find kills. I mean, one of them's on the XM. VQ will start to wield it, but good luck getting through ramp with that.
But right now there is space here, so I suppose they can make their move. Rachel's gone up to heaven. Ramsden's rotated down B with the AWP. Not quite the weapons to try and clear up towards heaven. I think it's going to be very tricky for them.
It can be accurate on the ladder. I've seen it happen.
I suppose that is true. It is stupidly accurate. Gun, but yeah, not the angle. Rachel will get some quick kills. Chaotic ones.
Don't save the XM.
No, she'll save the M4. All right, we are within 1. This is causing Beekeeper to, take a breather. Because they've not been going their way on this T side. Despite some good starts to rounds as well.
Well, it's actually following a very similar pattern to Team Nemesis, except we haven't really seen too much variation out of Big. We've seen them go A. We've seen them go A. And we've seen them drop down the vents. We've not had this deep outside control where you've got the smokes you go down as 5. We've not seen a ramp burst. We've not seen them taking deep control outside and going in towards garage. We've seen a main split once. But that's it. Like there's a whole lot of options that you can do for Bigger Keeper, and they're not doing any of them. And I'm surprised. Astra, she's definitely got it in her locker.
Kill disparity is remarkable as well. Everyone on Big is out-fragging almost everyone on Team Nemesis within 1 round. Those clutches really having a big effect. Kayde's angle.
I don't think she can see there.
She's not going to be able to see it. Hanka surely should be ready for this possibility, but not.
Oh, why?
So a freebie offered over.
That's lazy. I'm sorry. That's really lazy. And you've made noise by dropping the molly on the floor. Now they know you're here. Go next. Equalize the scoreline, 10-10.
Still a way to recover this.
Maybe not. Yeah, they've not reacted at all. And the players are boosting up hut. At probably the worst time. Astra around the corner. They're not looking. They're worried about heaven. And they shouldn't be. Cowarday's dropped out. Oh, Cowarday disconnected. That's why they were worried about heaven. Bomb planted. 3v2. Bigger Keeper. Recover this through just sheer unfortunate internet issues. Ramsden starts to potentially go up towards the ladder, but you can't go for this. What an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of an impact it has. Like, I know they boosted up still.
They wouldn't have boosted up heaven. I promise you, they would not have boosted up heaven.
But that space was always there in towards main. They walked in towards door. But yeah, still, that is so unlucky.
The setup would have been completely different. That makes so much difference. Giuliano's also never looking at heaven there. She's looking at the door. That's so unlucky.
Well.
Oh, that's horrible. That completely changes this from the game being equalized, the money being broken, to now you're 1 round away from series end.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, obviously, and has had a massive impact. Doesn't quite offset the 1v1s. But all the not all the luck can go your way, I suppose.
Ramsey wouldn't have been down secret either, by the way. I like, oh.
No, I think she'd already rotated down there because they weren't watching the cross. So she was always going to be out of position. Yeah, a key player to lose. Well, in good news, I guess, for you, Brandon, or other news at least, NIP, update on that series, have closed out 2-0 versus Triple Eight Aura. That was a 13-4 on map 2, so a little bit more in their favor on their map pick.
Good. Much better. Nemesis have also been much better on this CT side. Emsan, going loud. VQ gets the opener on Ramsey. It is a leg, but it's not a conversion out of the CT sniper. And Cowday now taking damage as well. There's been a lot of distraction here to get Emsan over towards top main. We can't really make use of the position because this utility is being quite intrusive. That smoke has now missed. Oh dear. That's not going to help Emsan at all.
Yeah, that's not quite it. They have no lobby control either. At the very least, they've forced the rotation down. Giuliano is currently just sat at single. VQ in charge of prowling outside. But Team Nemesis not really holding any active lines right now. K-Day going to be taking contact initially. That was a good chance, but now they're going to drop on her, and Emsan will find that kill that she's been waiting for. Rachel gets one onto VQ, who was the low HP player, but now they can just converge in this position. The issue is they have none of this lobby controls. They're a little bit worried, and Rachel reveals herself out at hell. Anchor removed, a 3-on-3, and Hut still an issue. Kioska's going to come back down, but not maybe even necessary. Now they'll know where this final player is. And bomb to be planted safely. Julie, 100 HP, picks up the AK, spam out, trying to get that player that's flushed forward. Emsan's low. There's a chance for her in this. A kit you can see that she can pick up on her way through. Emsan's elevated position, dealing with Hut, but means that Julie might have an opportunity to catch her off as she skirts around, not spotting any of these players. Oh, and she misses the opportunity. Too many angles to clear, so uncomfortable. Emsan with a quad kill to get bigger keeper onto series point.
Yeah, what a round. What a round from Emsan, because I honestly thought Bigger Keeper were losing that round because they lost the timing. All the praise that we gave to them on Inferno about taking their timing, taking their moment. As soon as you get this main kill, yeah, sure, you don't have lobby info, but you got to go, because the entire intent of the round is to split in towards main and go. And it's that slight hesitation that gets the outside player rotating over. But Emsan just bails them all out. Fantastic result from her, but that's a little bit nervy.
Emsan continues. Astra goes 1 for 1. Still on the back foot and with such lesser weaponry. They have a lot of work cut out for them here to Team Nemesis to stay alive. Full ramp control for the T's as well. Hankett walks back through with the bomb in lobby, so seeing that's not being reclaimed, they threw the outside smokes to draw attention that way. Which means there's so much room over towards ramp right now. They just commit down to B. There'll be nothing that Team Nemesis can really do.
You're almost just waiting for this game to end at this point. That sounds horrible, but that is the reality of it, because you've got Cowday down here. It is now revealed by dropping that smoke. Panker's just going to stick the plant anyway at the Astralis corner. And our bigger keeper are looking to make inroads in towards the double door. Surely this round is done. Emsan is even diligent and spams the smoke. They try and walk their way through. Julie will find one, but that is surely it. VQ hits the trade. Too many players for bigger keeper, and they will take the series 2-0.
Yeah, a bit of a nervy one for them, though I'm not sure they were expecting this map to come through of Nuke. Certainly unexpected from the side of Nemesis, who we have not